Hi everyone, this is Sharon with Learning the Lyre group, and today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on Moon River. Now the reason I'm doing it is because on our Lyre meetup we decided to challenge each other by learning a song. Now this challenge is not a competitive challenge, it's not who can play it the best, but it's simply just working together and learning a song and just putting up a video or a clip of the whole song when we're ready, or part of the song, whatever works for everyone. So again, this is not a competitive thing. It's just really to help us get together and get motivated with learning our lyre. So let me just set up a little bit and then I will move on to the tutorial. Okay, so now I hope you can see my lyre. You can see all the strings and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. What I'm planning to do with this tutorial is to show you how to play this song two ways. The first one would be the harp method and the second one would be the therapeutic glide method. And you can decide for yourself which style suits you the best. We actually had somebody post their music already on our Facebook group, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. He was doing chords with the left hand, and then he's using a pick to play the melody with his right hand, and that is awesome. I'm not going to show you that technique, but if you want to see it, have a look at our Facebook group. I think it's amazing that he can do that. It takes a lot of training, I think, to be able to get that down pat, because it's two different methods at the same time, but totally doable because he did it and it sounds amazing. So let's start with the harp method. As you can see, if you grabbed a copy of the sheet, let me show you what it looks like. So this is, sorry that it's a little bit backward for you, but this is what you will see if you go into the website and download it. It is just a lead sheet, so it shows you the melody on the staff, and then it shows you the chords that you will need on top of those melodies. So if you would like to print a copy of the sheet, or if you have your own copy, then use that. Absolutely, you don't have to use the same sheet that we're using. And if you have a different music in a different key, totally use that as well. Whatever you have, use it. So for this one, it is in a 3/4 time. It is in the key of C major, which means we don't need any sharps or flat, which is perfect for most modern lyres. I say that all the time because a lot of people ask, what kind of songs can I play with your lyres? And the quick answer to that is really, it depends on what your lyre is tuned to and how many strings you have in your lyre and what you're accomplishing. Now, when I say we pick songs in the key of C, that's because our lyres are tuned to a key of C. But that doesn't stop you, and it should not stop you from picking songs in another key, such as a G or an F, because it's really just a minor tweak up or down on the strings that you need to get to those scales. So for example, if you have a song that is in the key of G and you love that song and you'd like to play it on the lyre, all you would have to do is tune all of your Fs a little bit so that it's now F sharp, and now your lyre is in the key of G. And again, if you want to play something in a key of D, which I like to play things in the key of D because it's good for my voice matches that. So all I need to do is sharpen the F and then sharpen all of the C's, and now I'm in the key of G. And if your voice suits F major, which many voices are, you could just have everything as normal in the C, and then just flatten all of the B's. That means you would tune it counterclockwise a little bit so that those B's are all in flat, and you are now in the F major key. So it's really, really easy to do those. So don't feel limited to the key of C. But I've rambled on, so we're gonna go back to Moon River. I apologize for that, but it just popped into my head. None of my tutorials are scripted. If you haven't been able to tell, I like to kind of just go and do things and say things as they come to me, and I hope that's all right with you. I'm not a professional, so I like to kind of talk to you as if you're here and we're friends and we're learning together. I hope that's all right with you. So let's go back to Moon River. The first note, the first melody note on Moon River is G. Okay, and then it goes up to D, and then down to C. Now, the first chord that we're going to use below the G is a C major chord. I like this because G is part of the C major chord. It's part of the G triad. So all I have to do is go ahead and plunk my middle finger on the C, my index finger on the E, and my melody note is right on the top already as and G, and I could just pluck all of those together and they sound beautiful. And then up here I will play the D by itself, but when I go and touch the C, A is part of the A minor chord, and this is the chord that's right above it, so I could pluck C and A together. Or if you want, you could actually pluck the A right where the E is and then just come down to C, and it will sound like this. Another option as well is you pluck the A and D together and then pluck the D and the A again together. Now I'm using my left hand to show this because you could kind of see it better, but when I do play it on the blocking method, I will start with the left hand for the G, only because it's easier for me. If it's easier for you to use the left hand, then go ahead and do it. There is no right or wrong way. It's just whatever is convenient and whatever is easy and whatever suits us. So this is how I would play the first two bars. So I would go pluck the C major, see, it's that easy. Again, I'll do it again. So I'm doing C major triad, and then the E, the D and the A together, and then the C and the A together. And then the next bar has a stepping down notes from B to F, which is perfect because when we play the lyre method, we use our four fingers, so the thumb, the index, the middle, and the ring finger. I could place them all right away, all together, all at the same time, so that I am not accidentally touching any vibrating scales. And also it's good to bracket them together. It just makes it a lot faster to play the notes. So it goes, and then I go back with my left hand with the C chord. Okay, so let's do that again. I'm going to plunk all of my fingers except my pinky on B, A, G, F. And the first note you hold a bit longer, and the last three notes, they all have an equal beat and they're all 8 notes, so you play them a little bit faster. And then the C chord. Okay, let's play those two bars together, those 4 bars. Again, I have the lyre angled away from me, so I'm having a little bit of a difficulty seeing where the strings are. I apologize for that, but I'll try and play it anyways. Let's start again. So G chord up to a D. You can just play it by itself if you like, and then C A together. I lift my hand. I lift my hand to allow the notes to ring, and also because then I know that I'm counting and I'm holding that note longer and allowing it to flow, because it is a 2-beat note. You don't want to go and put your hand down right away, because you might affect the vibration of that sound and cut off the sound before you need to. So that's why I'm pulling my hand away. That's the same thing that we do when we play the harp. We lift up our hands to allow the string to vibrate and allow the sound to flow. So for the next bar, I'm going to put my fingers on B, A, G, F, and then I'm coming back with the C chord, and then I'm going back to the C with my middle finger, or you could use your index finger if you want, and I'm getting ready to put my finger back to B, A, G, F, because it's the same notes that I would use. And then I'm coming back with the C chord. And then I'm taking the C again, and then I'm doing a D and a B together. Now the reason I'm doing D and B together by itself is because this the chord that you need for this bar is a B B diminished minor. Now I can't do that on my lyre because I do not have enough strings to do that. So I'm just taking the name of the chord, the note, because that is the major part of the chord, is the name of it, and I'm plucking it together, and it still sounds beautiful. So when you see a chord and you're wondering, oh, I can't do that chord, maybe because you don't know what is in that chord, or maybe because you don't have enough strings to accommodate that chord, then go ahead and just use um, the major part of the chord, which is what the chord is named after. So in this case, it's B diminished 5. I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna play the B with the D note, and it sounds beautiful. So that's the harp method. And now I'm going to be moving on to show you how you would play this using the therapeutic glide method. A little bit different in style, because we are not plucking anymore, we are now gliding. And on the gliding method, the right hand really takes a lot more of a center role, because it's easier to glide with the right hand. And I find when I'm using this technique, I only use the left hand really to supplement some of the notes, maybe to make my chords a little bit bigger, or maybe just to anticipate, because it's a faster tempo, and I need to get there really fast. So I'll try and get to the note, some of the notes, with my left hand if I can reach it. But for the most part, my left hand is really supporting the lyre, supporting my right hand to play. So this more or less becomes a solo piece that is playable with mainly your right hand. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be using the same notes. So I'm putting my fingers, my right fingers, on the C chord, C, E, and G, and instead of plucking this time, I'm gliding them. Again, you can roll the chord, or you could just do just a solid chord. I'm just doing a solid chord right now. It sounds beautiful as it is. And I'm going back up. D is the same note, and then C and A. And then I'm going down to B, and then another C chord, and down to C, a C again, and then a D and B. So as you can see, I used the exact same notes that I did in plucking, but it sounds a little bit different because it's a bit of a different technique, which means the strings are vibrating slightly differently. I don't know if you can hear that very well, but to me, um, they sound a little bit different, and the approach is different, and the strings are vibrating a little bit differently, because when I'm plucking, I'm pulling on the string, right? I'm pulling on the string. But when I'm gliding, I'm pressing down on them and releasing. So I'll do that again so you could hear the difference. Just a very, very slight difference, but it doesn't really matter which method you use. Just stick to one and master that one first, and then later on you can actually combine the methods, which I do quite a bit, because with the left hand it seems to be easier to pluck a string for me than to glide them. So where I can and where I need to get somewhere faster, if I can't glide it, I will go ahead and pluck. Again, with the lyre, you have um, a lot of leeway. I think that's the right word, on how you want to play it, because there is not a set standard. There are so many different types of lyres, so many different players, and so many history on the lyre. So we usually just take what we can, adapt the parts that we love, and use them. So I hope that this has been helpful to you. And if you need more help with playing this song, you can reach me on the Facebook group, and I'm happy to step in and help you a bit more. But I just wanted to do this one, just to show everyone how to get started, and hopefully get you going. Again, if you need more information, you can reach me via the Facebook group, or you can email me at learningthelyreharp.com. Learning the Lyre Harp at gmail.com is the email address. It's also on our website at Learning the Lyre Harp. And again, all of those links are down below on the description if you need to find me, or you could just leave a comment. Please like this video and subscribe if it's been helpful to you, and happy playing!